What's going on, good people? Welcome back to another episode of the Bison Trading Show, coming at you live from the Bison Trading Labs. It's Friday, June 18, 2021, so you know what Friday means. It's our live trading session where we put together everything that we went over this week, try and bring it together and show you how to use it all together in one session and how to actually use this stuff efficiently and effectively. If you don't know, I'm half of the Bison Trading Show crew. I go by the name of Ty Trades Futures, and of course, I'm here with my guy.
You already know the one and only. I'm the D guy. Man, I hope you guys have your levels ready. We're going to tackle the market this morning and see what it has to give us. So we have about maybe 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes till the market opens. Let's get busy.
All right, Darren, what you looking at today? See you on Cure Leaf right now.
Man, I might want to touch Cure Leaf right now. We like last night we said we were waiting on specific levels to get hit. I think right now our time should be spent on the ratios right now. But until then, I'm going to be looking at Go AU. AU is looking like it's finally broken out of areas we said it's either going to come back up and respect this level over to the left, or we're looking for the market to break, which it just did. Have some sort of retest in this area, and we should try to bring the market back down again, man. And let's flash over to gold real quick. Kind of like the same deal. So I'm pretty much just looking for levels that we talked about last night. Let me pull up my notes from last night. So AU, we were pretty much saying, let's look over here. AU, we was pretty much saying that we were looking for the 76 or those psychological levels, 76, 77, those type of levels to be respected. In this case, it has not. It has actually blown past it. So we should be looking for some type of short still. Gold, we should be, I didn't write down the levels. I don't know why I didn't. I thought I did, though. Gold was 1906. But those are areas that were up here that we're trying to get broken. So now we're pretty much just looking for the market to come where somewhere up into this little wedge pendant, find some respect. And I'm looking forward to go back up, man. So that's pretty much how I'm going to play my two pairs for the night. Tell the people what you finna trade today, Ty.
All right, so the day I woke up this morning and I looked at US 30, and I was excited because I finally saw a trending market. We were telling you guys last night about, I know D said in specific how all the levels we called out on Tuesday, they were ran through on Wednesday and Thursday. And we're seeing more of that type of price action continue to the downside today. We've actually seen prices drop by another 200 to 300 points. When we talked to you last night, we were up here around 33,900. Right now, we're at 33,550. So we're having a very nice move. We had a very nice down move overnight. So we can wake up this morning. We pretty much already know what the trend is. But we like to do top down analysis, because one thing I want to point out is that we're running into a major level of support down here. This level has been support on May 12th, May 20th, and of course, right now, we go back in the past, we can see that this level has been support even earlier, going back to April. So we know this level is definitely going to have some type of demand behind it. The real question is, will that demand be strong enough to turn this market around? Because we know one thing about the Dow Jones is that over time, every sell move is going to be, I guess, recovered from by the bulls. It's just a matter of time. All we have to do is wait for those levels to show up before we hop in. So we want to see if these levels down here today can be that area that we're looking for. And the lows down here are around 33,450. Let's go ahead and drop down to the hourly chart to see exactly how we want to get in. So, okay, boom. This was the previous low. We know from our market analysis sessions that we always want to wait for prices to retest the last lows. So for me, that's 633,650. So I'm looking for that level. But also, since I'm trading the Dow Jones futures today, it's a little bit different than US 30. The prices are different. So I just clicked over to this chart right here, YM1 exclamation. That's the ticker symbol. So same chart though, different prices. So the prices that I'm looking for now is 33,500, which makes sense. That's a major halfway level, halfway destination between 34,000 and 33. So I'm looking for prices to come back, test 33,500. Right now we're at 420. 420. So I think that should give us about an 80-point run until we get back up here to 500. So if you want to take the scalp to the long side, I couldn't be mad at you. So let's break it down to the 1 minute to see how high is high and how low is low. Now, when we look at the 1 minute, we can definitely tell that from 8 o'clock, we had a double bottom, right? That was the first leg at 840. That was the second leg. From that point forward, we've broken previous structural resistance levels. We made new highs. We came back to retest an area that was previously support. So in my opinion, we should be moving up, and that should be able to give us the momentum to come back up into that 500 level. Because, like Darren always says, for every good sell move, you also need a long move because you need buyers to push prices higher so you can catch the sale for a better price. So, either way it goes, I think it's a lot of opportunity today for the Dow Jones. We can take the quick scalp to the long side, or we can wait it out for the short. So, depending on how the market opens, I'll be using either one of those plans depending on what I see. And just a quick little wrap up for US, not for US 30, but for dollar Swiss. Last night I was telling you guys that the trend was very strong, and more than likely the best level for you to get in at was 91.75, right? And we had that opportunity. Prices came back. They tested that level about maybe less than an hour after we got off of the stream. It came back to retest 91.75. So for everybody that was able to get into that level and take it long, congratulations to you. I would suggest that you still hold on to it because if we see what the trend is doing, we can see that the uptrend is definitely very, very strong right now. And when we were talking last night, we were telling you guys that this could be the maybe, emphasis on the maybe. This could be the next bullish move that takes us back up to a dollar because this pair likes to trade historically between 90 cents and a dollar. Now, there will be times where it comes down to that 90 and it breaks through. Like, yeah, it came down to 88, but look at how quickly it got back up to that 90 level. It doesn't stay down below there for too long. So, for everybody long, continue to look for those up movement trades. And that's dollar Swiss. We went over US 30. So now, man, we got about 6 minutes until the market opens. Let's get our minds right. Let's focus on these markets. And D, while we have some time, can you drop a little bit of knowledge on the people about anything? What's on your mind?
Right now, man, I'm just trying to just see what the market gives us, man. I don't want to rush today's session. I want to definitely learn some of the things about last week, which was, jumping into the market too early, really sticking with my plan, really setting out levels and finding trends that I want to make sure I keep my eye on. And also, too, I'm not going to sway back and forth. So I think AU is possibly just the one I'm going to just stick on for today. It's really just been staying in levels or even breaking levels that I kind of felt like it was going to break before. So I really feel like I'm just going to still stay on the downside with AU, but I'm just looking for the market. Let me go back to AU. I'm just looking for the market to come back up. And actually, I was just staring right at the 5 minute just now. And I was just trying to find levels because we've been going down and breaking levels. We broke this lower level, and we even broke this lower level over here. So it looks like we got like maybe a good little double tap right here, and now it's just making its way down. So actually, I'm just trying to find a level somewhere probably back in here for a third tap or so. Maybe like the 75.08 or the 75.07, somewhere around there, just to keep my eye on. I thought I definitely had this joint charted up for sure. I don't have this is not charted up. Hold on.
It might be from a different server.
That's
Now,
what
AU got different.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think I'm on the wrong joint. Or no, maybe I am. It's just in areas that. So, um, kind of like so really quickly, right? Like I think we got 3 minutes. So I think right now I think I'm going to be looking or expecting the market to come back up to retest previous levels. So some of the levels I'm kind of looking at right now are just some of these rejections up here. Just kind of looking for the price to come back into this level one more time. We can get it to hit it again. I would definitely love to take it back down. If I can't get that test again, there's another psychological level right down below, which is the 75 round number. I want to see prices come break down below there and then retest that area. So overall, I'm still looking for a retest. I'm not going to jump straight in. So just for today's session, man, I just really want the market to come to me. Oh, for the whole week, we've been really calling it and nailing the levels that's been getting broken. So I'm just gonna stay confident there and just say, the areas that we do call out do get hit. We just gotta be patient and just let the trade come to us. So that's pretty much my mindset going into today's session.
I like that. I like that. And I think everybody out there can also learn from that too, because one thing we'll never stop talking about is patience. Because no matter how good your trading skills get, no matter how well we can call the markets, we might be able to call the perfect exact price that it's going to turn around from. But if we're not patient enough to wait for that trade to happen before we get into it, we might try and anticipate it or try and get in front of it before it happens. It doesn't work. That's why patience is so important no matter what level of trading you get to. So always remember that, good people.
For sure. So we literally got, is it 30 yet? 2 minutes or 1 minute?
2 minutes. So good luck. So also everybody next week we will be streaming. So make sure you check through. And also hit up the Bison Trading Show YouTube page. We have over 30 videos over there, all of them more than an hour long. You want to talk about an information gold mine? That's it right there. So when you get a chance, make sure you check that out too. And subscribe, of course.
For sure, for sure. Hey man, with less than seconds, I think it's about to be 30 in about 5 seconds. Let's just see what the market does. See if there's anything. There was no news coming out, right?
Nope. Just normal Friday today.
A normal Friday, right?
Right. Uh,
Let me jump really quick. I want to see how far I'm away from the next level. We definitely probably have plenty more room to run. That's crazy. Broke that level. Oh, so it's very, very possible it's coming all the way back down. Oh yeah, very, very, very possible.
Yep.
Yeah, I still see continuing pushing down on AU. I don't see higher highs or higher lows yet. So I'm pretty much just waiting for these two little consolidation zones to kind of get broken. This one I'm looking for to be broken down below. This one I'm looking for to hit somewhere in this area, stay below. I don't anticipate it breaking up any higher than these highs over to the left. And I think we're getting that nice little red candle now. But I want to break out of that zone at the bottom. So
Dow Jones is moving.
is it?
Yep, I'm seeing continuation to the downside. So for all my traders out there at the open, when you see a move like this, you can definitely capitalize on the momentum. That's what I'm looking to do. Might be able to take it down to 250. That's a major quarter level. 33,250. Let me get it right for you guys. As you guys see, we're coming back up to retest the new last low, where we have our order, and our order just got filled. So let's see if that level holds up. Based on market structure, it should. One thing about the open though is that prices are gonna move around. So your stops are likely to get hit during the open, but it doesn't mean that your trade is wrong. It just means that you need to be a little bit patient, like we talked about before. So that's what I'm waiting on now. So you got to let the bulls shake themselves out. All my US 30 traders out there. Let's look at the 5 minute. Yeah, honestly, remember what we talked about from the pre-market. Even though we are in a downtrend, always keep in mind that we are at a major demand zone. So remember, I was talking about that bounce. Of course, the bounce will bounce, but let's see if the bounce can last. That's the real question. That's what we want to figure out. Let's see. And here's what I want you guys to do for all my US 30 traders out there. I want you to not only focus on the 1 minute, but also focus on the higher time frames too. So focus on that 5, that 15, that 30. Keep bouncing back and forth so you can get the full picture of the market. You don't just want to get too locked in into one specific smaller time frame, because that could warp your mind and make you think that it's doing one thing when it's really something else when you look at that entire picture. So that's very important too.
That's a fact. And also the way I want to play to this market, I want to stay closer to the quarter level. So I think that 75 round. I like that 75 25. And I like the 75 50. I don't really see it coming up too much more than this, just because it's just been straight down moves the whole time, lower lows and lower highs. So I don't really see it coming up too much higher here, but I do feel like it could hit some of these quarter levels here at the top. I don't think 775 075 will possibly get hit, but this is the market. It can do anything it wants to do. So I do feel a little bit more comfortable with 75.05 and 75.25 and 75. No, not 75.25. 75.05, 75.25, and 75 flat. So I'm just placing some orders in to see how they go. So right now, like I said, I just set it at 75.025 and 75 flat. And those are some of my two areas I've just placed in the order. Let's just see what this market has to give us, guys. Let me put this in short.
So over here on the Dow Jones, as you guys can see, that up move exhausted itself. It made a wick all the way up here at 407. Now we're back down into the 320. So I'm looking for prices to come back, test 350, or if I can get the momentum trade, I would like to take it at maybe 325. But as we can see, prices are moving. We're back down into the 280s right now. So this is what I'm talking about when I say I woke up and I saw a trending market. In these types of markets, this is where we capitalize. We can definitely catch some good moves today if we're patient. So that order that I have at 350, I like where it's at. I want to keep it there. And I'm also going to put another order down here at 325 because that's the next major quarter level below. That way I can kind of build and grow into my position as it starts to move. So I can get in at 25 and I can get in at 50. You average those prices out, it should give me a price somewhere around 337, 338, somewhere around there. So I think that overall we're close to those levels getting hit. If they get hit, I like what I see. So,
yeah, me as well. I like exactly what I'm seeing right now. Looks like we got into a good entry, guys. We weren't rushed. We got breaking up these levels, but we should see some retracement around here, some playing around. But overall, I think we should still see it continue to push. We are in profit, so if this profit does hit our take profit, I haven't decided where our take profit is going to be just yet. but we have to figure out how to take profit. If
Yeah.
those two
Take
do,
profit.
huh?
Take profit hit.
My
That
take
was quick, huh?
your take profit got hit.
Yeah, that was quick, huh?
Yo, that was only one trade or two.
That was one.
You got two
Dow
more.
Jones moving today, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. And our AU's moving too. And I feel confident that could possibly come down to this green line because I don't
That's
think
where.
there's. That's why I feel like it's going too. And I just feel like there's nothing really in between to kind of set it off. There's little areas, but I think we're there kind of right now. But yeah, closer towards the. What level is this?
Zoom in a little bit.
Over here? I'm gonna zoom in over there or zoom in where we at right now?
No, that's all good. I'm gonna make Skype bigger. There we go. Okay, yeah. It's what price is that at the green level below? Is that 74.50?
This one,
Yeah.
74.50.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. You just called that joint 74.50. I didn't even know the price. But yeah, I think it's going somewhere to there. I'm not gonna take it all the way down here. I'm just gonna take it to here. And those are two trades that I got in. That's a nice little 5 to 1 ratio. And those are two trades I have out there right now. So that's today's actually a really good trading session. Tiberius already that fast nailed his points. Got in and got out of there like a bandit.
That's it. Now I'm just waiting for the next trade because I feel like on days like these, you don't want to push it too much, but you can push it a little bit extra than normal because we know we have those opportunities coming. So we still got to be patient though on the Dow Jones because one thing about the Dow, if you play with it, it will give you some losses really quick. The same way we caught those gains, we can also catch those losses. So we need to always be patient because the Dow Jones is unforgiving. Don't get overconfident because we have one good trade. Now, as we can see, our second order, sell order that we had at 33,350, it got hit. I moved my order down 2 pips to get it at 48 just in case it didn't hit 50. But that order has been filled. And now that we're about 26 points in profit, we want to move our stop, which is up here at 369. What we want to do, move it down to break even plus maybe 1 or 2 points. That way, at the end of the day, this is a risk-free trade. Even if worst comes to worst, we still get out of here with a small gain. Best case scenario, we catch about 48 points off of this move. We're about, as you see, the Dow Jones is moving. We're at 315. We're about 20 points away from our target. So let's see that get hit. Wow. I guess the market is doing what I say today because as we just saw, prices moved down and they hit 300. So for me, that's my second, or my third trade of the day. The first one, I took a loss on it. I was being a little bit too aggressive, too impatient. But like D talked about, I took his advice and I was patient. I waited for my level. Like D said, he was going to let the market come to him. I said, you know what? I'm going to do the same thing. So I was able to catch that trade. We made 48 points off the first. We made 48 points off the next one, and we counted in our loss. We took 20-point loss on that one. So overall, we're up 76 points for the day. And you guys know how I do. I'm a conservative trader. When I'm up, I want to stay up. So for me, this is what I do. Come over here, click the check next to trade mode. That takes away all the buying and selling options and just lets you view the chart without buying or selling. And that's the mode that I'm going to stay in. I'm going to keep giving you guys signals. And for me, that wraps it up. That's what you do. You come in, you get what you need, and you get out of there. So now let's see how AU is moving because it's definitely action over there too.
For sure, for sure. And like I said, I think the area where we are right now, we're going to get some rejection, some playing around, but we've broken so many other levels that I think, this is just another, how do you say, psych out or false breakout, or excuse me, false back breakout, which means going back up to the upside. I just feel like there's some more levels down at the bottom that it wants to hit before it goes all the way back down. But notice that the level that it's coming back up to retest is this previous low. Nice little exhaustion up. Uses good signals. Nothing to panic. We're still in profit. We got in at the 75.025. And things are still just playing out how we expected them to. So let me hide these moving averages. These moving averages also letting us know that the Bears are still in control. I mean, man, we literally got in, did what we said we were going to do, which would come in, get these pips, and get out, man. And Ty even texted me this morning, man. He said he was feeling good. So I want to definitely end this session in a good note. Definitely convinced it's still coming back down. I think it's trying to either come back up to test either my entry again, but I think overall, but this is a nice little double bottom too. But man, I just feel like, man, there's just too many things just for lower lows and lower highs that I just really don't see it turning right here. I mean, anything's possible. But this is kind of looks like the issue I went through last week, where I kept questioning these head and shoulders patterns over here. They kept playing for a while, and then eventually it just fell. And I think we're gonna get another case of that today. But for the most part, man, we're just looking for the prices to just move down a little bit more. I think we're just gonna take our take profits, man, and just get out of here, man. We came in and did what we had to do. Unknown caller. I hope that was nobody I needed to talk to. I don't know nobody from here, so they can leave a message. Let me see how many pips this is, because I probably want to take my little pips and just get out of here. So this is about 25 here at 74.77. 50 pips should be somewhere right here. Okay. So yeah, like I said, man, I just still feel confident that we're still in profit. Actually, we are still in profit. We got in at a good entry. Like I said, I still feel convinced that's still coming down. We're not going to sway, but we're going to definitely make sure we keep our stop tight. And I feel like if it breaks above any one of these highs over here, I think that could be letting us know. Okay, they left a message. What is this? Hold on, Todd. Let me check this message. Talk to the people real quick.
All right, so let's look back at the Dow Jones and let's see what's been going on. The last time we clicked over, we saw a consolidation starting to form. Consolidation zone starting to form up a little bit. We see that we have a bottom that's located at the daily lows right around 270, and we have our top that's located at around 360, very close to that 350 level that we got in from earlier. So what we want to do is we want to mark that level up. So let's go ahead, let's bring up our shapes, let's bring out our boxes, and let's go ahead and box this bad boy up. So here we go. Boom. We want to make sure we cover the top body of the upper movement and that we also cover the lower bodies and the lower wicks. So right now we have a pretty decent zone. Now, based off of the zone that we made, what we want to do is we want to play off of the zone. We know that the overall trend is down. So that means that our primary trade coming out of this area we should be looking for a touch from the top. We should look for rejection. Any type of bearish price action coming off of the top of this overall zone, we should look to hop in for a short trade if that happens to occur. And also, for my buyers out there, I know we're at a major level, a major demand zone, but I would just urge you to be a little bit patient because when the trend is strong like this, sometimes just because it's the demand zone doesn't mean that it's going to bounce back. We talked about it in the pre-market analysis. We talked about how the market, the Dow Jones, always bounces back from every down move or sell-off or crash that it has, but that takes time. And when in terms of what's happening today, right now, 9:47 a.m., we got to lean more towards the short side. And also, like I told you guys earlier, we want to flash back and forth between the lower time frames and the higher time frames. So we want to keep checking the 5 minute. We want to keep checking the 15, and we just want to make sure that we keep a good eye on everything that's going on. Right
Yeah, man,
now,
I'm
it
back.
seems like the sellers are taking a break. So we'll be patient and see how it goes.
So yeah, man, I'm back, and just for that short period of time, it literally did exactly what we said it was going to do. It came back up, literally retested this lower level here, found the ceiling, pushed all the way back down. So now I feel like it's looking for pretty much this 7 moving average has really just been respected, but we're really just looking for the break of this lower kind of thing here. But I feel like since we got that break over here already, it's just open season over here for this low here. So man, we're just still up in profit. We did about 6 cents lots, which means about 60 cents, about a pip. So maybe we're trying to get maybe $10 out of here or more, or just let the winning trade run. That's normally like what I like to do is just keep the winning trade to run, man. And we're just still in profit. I don't really see no reason to close this right now. Um, I did feel like maybe we were retesting this area a couple more times. And this was that retest maybe I should have gotten out of, but it would have to do a whole lot to come back up to break these levels that had just broken. So I think all this is just a psych out and a psychological thing the market is trying to do. We're not going to get psyched out. We're not going to fall for it. We know the market too well. We've been watching this all week, and it's just been dropping down. And all it does is try to fake you out where it comes back up and retest higher levels. You think it's going up this because of this reverse. Nope, it just drops all the way down. So I'm not going to fall for none of that today. I'm going to still let this winning trade, my 2 winning trades run. And I think I feel good about those two right there, man. So I think for the rest of the day, I'm just gonna let these trades run. Like I said, I'm kind of looking to bring it somewhere to 74. I think it was like 74. It was like another level over here. And that was the level, yep. And we're sitting at that level right now. So yeah. So yeah, man. All in all, man, we made a good trade today. We're just looking forward to come and hit one of these green lines, man. And I swear we out of here. We took 2 good trades at once. I think I'm not sure if I'll be looking to get in for a third one just to complete it, but being that I'm in profit for my 2, there's really no need to try to push the third. The third is only if I lost the 2. But as of right now, I really feel I really feel like I'm gonna let it run, and I don't want because like I could close it out right now because we got back down to the bottom of structure. We got in up here, but I don't even think that's not even a lot. That's literally only about maybe about 8 or 9 pips. So I'm just gonna let this thing run, man. Um, let's actually flash over to gold and see what gold has been doing, and if gold has hit any of the levels we kind of stated. So let's go up to I think it's like the hour. Let's go to the 4 hour.
Did it hit 1800?
It blew past 1800.
I mean, on the reset.
Oh, yep. No, well, the retest was 1795.
I mean,
So
that's
it,
the high. What's
yep,
the highest? The highest point from there
the
is
highest.
95.
This so when it came down to this low, it came back up for a retest at 1795. Is that what
And what's the wick for that candle? What's the price?
the top of the wick?
Yep.
1795.64. So I can definitely see it come down a little bit more down here to try to either test this level or this level here. But I think overall with gold, I think we should be still try to find some type of floor and try to head up because this is gold. Gold doesn't really do too much falling. I mean, it does come down and retrace and pull back to levels, but I think right now, it still has some more room to run to come back down. But I think gold, I wasn't going to really play too much with gold today. Just because it's just been sitting in this level for so long and we're back into a consolidation we've been sitting in for some time. And I just feel like the last time it was in this level, it stayed there for a little bit. So I just didn't want to kind of bother with that. I kind of felt like AU was going to do more movement than gold. So that's why I pretty much traded gold instead of AU. Excuse me, AU instead of gold. But yeah, man, I still feel confident with this, man. It's retrace. I swear this is doing exactly what it did up here when I finally got that major fall. I was up here. I was like, yo, is it gonna do the head and shoulders? Is it gonna respect it? Like, and then it just finally just fell. Like, and something was trying to tell me like, yo, that joint's going the other way. You should get in for the buy. You should get in for the buy. I did not get in for the buy. And then eventually I looked up, it just fell literally to the full floor. I was like, yo, I'm never ever like questioning myself again. Like the first go round is what I'm going for, and I'm gonna stay on that side 10 toes. Win, lose or draw, that's the side I'm gonna be on. So man, I think for overall, man, I'm just gonna let this ride, man. And it's now what 9:55. We got in here what 15, 20, about
Yep.
less than 45 minutes. We came in, we crushed what we're gonna do, and now, man, we just Ty got his points, man. He's good for the day. I'm still floating in profit. I'm not gonna cut this trade off because, like I said, we always let the winning trades run. There really is no need to kind of close this trade or even move. Well, the possibility is the most I'll do is probably move stop loss back to my entry or a little bit further ahead of it. So that's pretty much like if it does go against me and it comes to hit back right here, if it stops me out, at least I'll just have something for my troubles and I won't be in the loss. It'll be like his favorite trades, which are risk-free trades. He likes to get into trades and realize that he can't possibly lose anything because his entry is now, his stop loss is now at his entry. So um, me personally, I don't really like those type of trades. I would like to move it a little bit up so I can at least get something for my time. So all that stress and me pulling my hair out, let me get just a couple of cents or a couple of points. So just for my time and hard work. So that's probably as far as I'll do with this. I definitely want to keep my eye on this for you guys. And I want to share this with you guys next week and see how it plays out. Pretty much, man, since we're in profit, we're just letting it run. Like I said, we're going to move our stop loss just a little bit in front of our entry so that way we can get at least something out of it if it goes against us. Um, I'm just trying to see the level we are at right now could this be a level the market's going to turn around at? That's huh?
Potentially.
Potentially,
You know,
right?
that 75 level, major psychological whole number level, always could be potential.
Or we could probably do something like this where it pulls all the way down, comes back up, and then drops again. But I
You
think
catch a wick like
I,
that.
I feel like we got that pull up already. We got that pull up. We hit that level, and now we just coming down.
Yep. So now, just take time.
Yep. So yeah, man, that's what I wanted us the guys to do today, man, which was get on here, execute what we had to, and close it out. And that's the way you're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to dwell in the market You're not supposed to hang around in the market. The market is no hanging place. You get your money, you get your bread, and you get out of there. So, you have anything else you want to say to the people, man? Because I think it's pretty much a wrap, man, for today.
Yep. Before we get out of here, let's go ahead and get one last analysis. So last time I was over here, we made this box. We boxed up this zone, and I told you guys because the trend is down, we're looking for prices to come back and retest the top of the zone, and that's actually exactly what happened. We had we had this wick come back up, test 350, and then wicked off of it. That was our bearish price action right there. So once we saw that, you guys should have been able to take that short trade back down to the bottom of the zone where you would have been able to catch, this is 350 all the way down to 280. So that's about 70 points right there for you guys. I think that's a good way to end the week. And going forward, man, it's hard for me to give analysis now because we're in the middle of a transition period. So I would say keep those levels in mind at the top of the zone. If it comes back there again, potentially look for that same move if the market scenario still lines up for downward movement. So overall, we know the trend is down. We want to see lower lows and lower highs continue. But check this out right here. What we see is that the Dow is down by more than 1% already. Usually on days like these, two things could happen. The market could either somehow have a lot of buyers come in and it pushes the market all the way back up into positive territory, or it continues to go down and maybe could see the Dow Jones down by about 500 points. So we still have another 120 points to run, but I would say right now we just touched off of 33,250. You guys know that that's a major quarter level between 33,000 and 34,000. So if there's any place for the market to reverse and start moving back higher, this would be it. We know that the Dow Jones is very tricky when it comes to the